Stephen is the man with the hat and the metal detector. Whoa, whoa. Walking the land, he's a treasure collector. Whoa, whoa. Metal detecting and digging lots of holes, looking for anything that's old. New videos every week, so please subscribe.
Wow, it's windy here today, but it doesn't matter because I'm somewhere interesting today. I've just found, I don't know what it is really, it's something with a couple of screws. I thought I've just dropped a screw somewhere. And I've also found a penny, pre-decimal. That's all I've found so far. But I've only been here 5 minutes. Now, the thing about this location is I can't really tell you too much about exactly where I am because it's a private residence. They've been friends of my family now for 23 years, and they live not far from Stanford Bridge, which is the Battle of Stamford Bridge by King Harold. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. And because it's a private residence, they've got 4 acres of paddock which they rent to farmers for their sheep. And they've given me permission to detect it because it's very close to the alleged battle site, whilst nobody really knows the exact permission of the Stamford Bridge battle. This is pretty close. Now, William, who was at this time in France, had heard about the illness of Edward II and his imminent demise, knowing and remembering of course what had been said to him earlier, that the throne of England would come to William. He prepared himself to travel to London. However, on his deathbed, it is alleged, Edward II had pledged that Harold would be the new king. Now, there were no witnesses to this, and there were many challenges to the fact that this was ever said, but Harold was always considered to be the usurper to the throne, because he did actually take the throne and went through the coronation in 1066. William was rather annoyed about this and decided to get his troops together, and that included 700 ships to sail across from France to the English coast of Hastings. Just had to sit there on the French coast waiting for the right weather, so the right wind was in the right direction, and they sat there for probably 2 months waiting for the right time. And he had thousands upon thousands of men he had to feed, and not only that, the animals as well, and all the toileting facilities. It was just a nightmare for William. At the same time, the Vikings were in York and were also after the crown of England. Harold decided to march all the way up to York with his men and to defend the throne for England. And Harold won the Battle of Stamford Bridge so easily, but it was a long drawn battle, and he had to march all the way down to London again. At this point, William was sailing across with all his men because the wind had changed direction. 700 ships came across and they landed in Hastings. News soon travelled back to Harold, who was on his way back to London. Worn out from the battle and the marching, decided to continue marching on from London to Hastings and meet William head on. And it was at this famous event, the Battle of Hastings, where Harold is alleged to have been killed in battle with an arrow through his eye. And of course, if you know, in battle you only have to kill the monarch, and therefore the battle is over, and William was to claim the throne. He became known as William I, or more famously, William the Conqueror. He spent most of his time in France rather than in England until he died. I think it was 1086 or 7. So really that's the story of the Battle of Stamford Bridge. Nobody seems to exactly know the location where the battle took part. There are many claims that it's here or there or whatever the case may be, but there are lots of detectorists with their own theories as to where it is. Well, I'm in here in a small suburb just outside Stamford Bridge. Who knows what I'll find? It's only 4 acres. I may find nothing. If I find anything at all, I'll certainly let you know. I'm eager to get swinging. As I said, I've already got 1 pre-decimal penny. Nothing to shout about. So, if I find nothing else, hopefully you'll find that little bit of an introduction, a bit of a history lesson for you, if you didn't already know. So let's get going and see what else we can find. Well, the grass is not too long. I think there'll be some animals on here anytime soon to graze it back. Wait, you listen to that and let's start playing that guessing game that I always play with you now. See if you can identify what that is. It's now showing the high 70s. So let's dig it. Would be nicer if it's a hammered coin, wouldn't it? But I've not found one this year. This is now March the 17th and I've not had one this year. I've usually had one in the first couple of digs, but oh. I think that's a bit too loud and the wrong signal to be a silver hammered anyway. Now where are you? Oh, here we are. Oh, it's just a steel ring. Never mind. Did you get that? Now there's not many nice signals. In fact, there's not many signals on here at all, if I'm totally honest. So I thought I'd better show you this one, because there might not be any more. So let's see what it is. I've had some bits of shrapnel which are not identifiable, but let's see if we can get something out of here. It's still in the hole. Well, it's quite deep. There we go. It's just a steel plate. So much for a battle axe. Oh dear. Oh well, gotta fit it all in again now. Morning. 1100 acres. Permission they got the year before last. The trouble is you can never get on here very often because it's worked by one person with big machines. So he gets the whole lot done in a very quick stick time. Now, this bit behind me is where I brought Alex in the first year, which was 2015. And he just turned it over. It's lovely, fluffy, light, loamy, sandy soil. Alex found a matrix seal, 2 hammered coins, and it's only probably 5-6 acres, something like that, this little piece. The last couple of years though, it's been laid down to grass for pasture, but he's just taken the electric fence off and just turned it over. So I'm excited about coming back here. That's what we're going to do today. Just before I go any further, I keep getting questions from various people about my remote box. Yes, I have got a fluorescent cover on it, which is not waterproof, it's certainly showerproof. But more importantly than that, I keep getting asked about the lanyard. I've got on. It's ordinary lanyard, and I've just taken one of the screws out there. I'm sure there's another way to do it, but I've taken one of the screws out that holds the cover on and screwed the lanyard on, and then I fix it to my stem. Right, so we put it on a clip like normal. It gets a bit wobbly as it gets older. You can get a new one to put on if you wish. Now on this side, I've just drilled a little hole there. Can you see that? It's only a really small hole. Just there. So I take the lanyard around the back and just clip it into that hole. If I knock it off for some reason, it doesn't fall on the floor into water, or you don't notice it, therefore you lose it. So really, that's how simple it is. Now, yesterday I was at Stamford Bridge, at the Battle of Stamford Bridge location, well, near the location, and I didn't really find much. A couple of coins, bits and pieces of lead, that sort of thing. So I'm going to have a go on here today. Okay, so go put the kettle on, sit back, put your feet up, and wait until I get that first signal, and I'll show you what it is. Okay. Well, that sounds lovely, doesn't it? It sounds a bit like lead to me, and there has been a lot of musket balls on here in the past, so you never know. Right, let's see if we can get that. This is how soft it is, look, lovely. Aha. Oh no, it's a bullet. Brass. At least it's a target, a good one. Happy with that. Oh, listen to that. Go on, have a guess. Oh, I don't think it's a coin. Should be easy. Lovely soil. Oh no! No, look, it's a brass bullet casing. Oh, look, it's a brass bullet casing. Oh dear. Never mind, it's still a target I've missed before. They've been put back on the surface after the turning of the soil, so that's brilliant. Right. Ah, now then. Is that part of a cross? It's not silver. Or is that part of something else which is broken and just looks like a cross? I can't make up my mind. What do you think? Oh golly, it was one of those moments where I thought I'd got a little hammered. Well, I have no idea what that piece is. It's flatter on one side than it is on the other. Oh, I have no idea. Can't even begin to guess. I've been walking around for 20 minutes and just digging up shotgun cartridges and things. This one sounds good. It's enough to get you a bit excited. Let's see what it is. It could be just be a bit of iron. Now then. Oh. Oh dear. I found it. Look, blue bottle top. Oh. It happens. I've moved now to a permission where the first time I came on here I got a lovely Charles II sixpence. On the field I'm walking across now, I don't know why, but I keep finding loads of cutlery. I think I found 60 pieces, spoons, forks, no knives. And on the far field, which is a good 15 minutes walk, 20 minutes walk, 148 musket balls. So I don't know what I'm going to find today. Your guess is as good as mine. But I think I better get the coil on and start swinging. Right, off we go. Gonna use the ultimate program, which I've never done on here. Well, first signal, looks like I might have found a button cover. I'll never be sure of that until I clean it up later, but it looks like it. Remember all those spoons and forks I told you about? Here we go. Wonder how many I'll find today. I'll keep that and show you later at the end of the day. Oh well, onwards and upwards. I just got this side out of the hole, and I was going to let you listen to the signal. But I can already see it. Look at that, halfpenny. I don't think you can tell the monarch on that one. Yes, I can. Yeah, it's Victoria. Just see the silhouette on there. Yep, Victoria halfpenny. Super. 77 to 81. Could be rubbish. I think maybe a cow chew with the sound of that. I don't know. Let's get it up. Hopefully it'll be a coin. I'm totally wrong. Well, it's out of the hole. Lost it. Ah. There it is. Oh, hang on, what's this? It's a little button. Yes, I think, yeah, it's a button. It's got the button scar on the back. I thought that was just a piece of scrap, but it looks like it's something other than scrap. I need to try and identify that later. Oh, way up. It's not a coin. Well, what is that? I don't know what that is. What on earth can that be? But you've heard that before, haven't you? So, what do you think it is? Well, there's one way to find out, isn't there? The spade will discriminate. So, still there, whatever it is. What are you? Oh no, not again! Another lump of aluminium. Oh dear, that's all I can find today. At last I found something interesting. Problem is, I don't know what it is. It's very thin, like a jeton. But it can't be a jeton, I don't think. I've never seen a jeton looking anything like that before. So, I don't know what that is. I'm hoping somebody will know. That's very loud. It's 83. Sounds a bit brassy to me, like a button or a bullet or something. Let's have a look. It's a key. I wonder if that's a chest key or a clock key or something. It's got a funny end on it, look. But it's a key. That's probably brass. Did you get that one right? Did you guess brass? Anyway, I'm happy with it. Well, I've just found my first ever knife on here, but of course I have to be a little bit upmarket, don't I? I've got a fish knife. Well, that's 2 pieces of cutlery, because I'm now walking back to the first field where all the cutlery is usually found. I've not really had much luck on here today. It's just one of those things, you can't win them all the time. I've not had a hammered at all this year, and yet I know there's hammered in this area, at least from experience, unless I found them all. But you know, I've got to keep looking, they'll be here somewhere. Well, this might be the last signal now before I get to the car. That's definitely not a silver coin, so it looks like I'm not going to find any again today. Might better find this with a probe. I think it's junk, sounds like junk. Yeah, let's get the spade in there. What we got here? Yep. Oh, well, it's a big lump of... Actually, let me just take a look at this. Well, that'll teach me for predicting. It's not junk, well it is now, but that's a medieval weight. I found a few like that. They usually have a suspension loop at the top there, or through the side there. It hasn't got it, but it has got something in the lead which is got iron oxide on it. So it's a little bit like a Roman steel yard weight, where they have the suspension loop coming out of the top in iron, and sometimes you can see something at the bottom, but they're usually round rather than flat and triangular. So that is not Roman, but I'm fairly confident that is late medieval, probably just maybe even post medieval. It's an unknown weight. I know that because nobody could really identify what they were used to weigh, but obviously they've been formed in that shape for a particular purpose, so they're just registered on the Portable Antiquities database as an unknown weight. So at least I've got something. Right, let's get going. Only got a few feet now between here and the car. Well, that's me finished. I'm knackered. I'm going to sit on my backside this afternoon and have a game of Snatch. It's much easier. Win some cash prizes. If you're not into Snatch yet, see the link in my description and join. It's a virtual treasure hunt game where you don't have to go outside at all if you don't want to. Anyway, I didn't find any silvers today, but I'm still going to give one away. I've got several in my collection, and I've got one that I remember is a very nice Victoria shilling. I forget the date, but it's 1890 something, I think. So it'll be about 130 years old. I'm going to forge that into a ring and do a giveaway. So if you'd like that, just let me know. All you got to do is be a subscriber, leave a thumbs up and a comment as to why you would like it, and I'll randomly choose. I'm not going to announce a winner and make another video just to do that. The last one I gave to Mary in the USA. I forget her surname even, but she's probably watching this one now. So that's what I'm going to do. So if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to subscribe. I'll have that ring ready to give away within a few days of this video, and I'll catch you later. Thanks for joining me. I'm sorry I didn't find anything.
Walking the land, he's a treasure collector. Oh, oh. Metal detecting and digging lots of holes, looking for anything that's old. New videos every week, so please subscribe.